How's it going, everybody? Casey Will here. I want to talk today about dissociation between your lower and upper extremities. I got a true appreciation from this from the Titleist Performance Institute, TPI. They do a great certification for training golfers. And then you can also just apply that to any rotary athlete. So if you think of tennis, softball, baseball, volleyball, lacrosse, any of those sports where throwing, striking, passing is a big aspect of it. This can help. And I got the true appreciation from it because they showed sequencing, and they showed it on digital, but you can also just see it in any sport to where, let's take baseball for example. If you step, turn and hit, your hips go through first and it follows through with your upper arms into the bat and strike the ball. So this is important with dissociation because if you cannot disassociate from your lower and upper body, they move in a block. If you've ever seen somebody who can't throw correctly, they throw like a robot. So you want to be able to turn, and then everything kind of goes in a nice sequential fashion. And if it doesn't, that's where a lot of inconsistencies happen. You think your swing, or your throw, or whatever it is, mechanical problems can happen. So we want to learn about this dissociation thing and how we can improve it, and if you haven't adequate enough. So you always ask, hey, well, how do we test if it's adequate? This is the screen that TPI gave it. I use it with my kids, and I found that a lot of them have horrible dissociation problems with it, especially with their hips to their upper. Their upper wasn't as bad, but the hips was pretty bad. And so what you do is get into athletic posture. You can cross your arms over your shoulders. You want to keep your upper body still, and then you're going to do I say do the twist, the dance twist for the kids. They understand that pretty quickly. You just want to rotate your hips back and forth. Okay, you rotate back and forth. And what you'll see in this is a lot of upper body movement. So as they turn, you'll see their shoulders shift with them. Okay, you're not looking for anything. You want to see if something's drastic. If they start to turn their shoulders, what I'll do, I'll just put my fingers on their shoulders, and if I see a lot of improvement to where they don't move and their hips move, then it's probably more of a stability issue, and I'll show you how we can improve that later. But if they still either slide back and forth, or they didn't improve much, then it's probably a mobility issue. And then, so we think, how can we correct these? Here's an exercise that TPI gave everyone, about how to improve that. So you want to get 2 golf clubs or sticks or whatever you have. Okay, stand on one foot. You want to lock your upper body in to the ground with the clubs. And you just want to rotate your hips back and forth, keeping your upper body nice and still. So as your knee goes back and forth, I'll do this for, I sometimes get 40 reps back and forth, or you can even go a minute and a half or so like that, maybe 3. Really get a lot of rotation through the hips. Okay, we're going to open up the hips and keeping the thoracic stable. Then another great one. Get a net ball or a small light dumbbell, really doesn't matter for the weight, and a small step. What you're going to do, you're going to place one foot on, have the ball to the side. Then you're going to step up on this leg and rotate across your body with that knee. Okay, the main thing is keep this ball on this side of your body the whole time so it locks in your upper body. So right now we're learning on keeping this stable while rotating at the hip. Okay, rotate through. Good, when you do that on both sides, I do 10 per leg or so. I usually do this as a warm-up, or I'll throw it in with an Olympic lift. Another great idea for coaches on the field, another way to improve this ability to dissociate. I took the old foot fire drill. I got this from Lee Taft and Brian McCormick. Lee's great with hip turns and everything. Foot fire drill. So get the feet going, pitter-patter the whole time, and then I'll say right or left. So I'll have them just turn their hips, keep their upper body facing me. So weird, right, left. So an old idea used in a new form. See, it helps dissociate from the hips to the upper body. So great concept that I'm learning more about and trying to use with the athletes, see when we can improve it. Check back later this week or next week for part 2. I'll teach you about, or I'll show you how to dissociate from thoracic to hips. So check back, get back to me then, let me know what you think.